Yo, VIP. Let's kick it.
Hi and welcome back to Lux Garage. I'm Jason, but we're not at Lux Garage again today. We're still here at the Mecum Auction. We're about to go check out the Bachman Ferrari Collection here at the Mecum in Kissimmee 2026. Let's go check it out. It's right here on the outside here. We got this yellow Ferrari 71 Daytona, estimated about $2.5 to $3 million. Love the wheels. When I see those wire wheels, I guess that just means money on these Ferraris. I don't know nothing about Ferraris. I'm a Testarossa fan, but man, to get a chance to see some of these rarest Ferraris in the world at one time is awesome. To see some rare Ferraris is unbelievable. I can't get over the price of them. Let's go over and see this toy. The Bachman Ferrari Collection pedal car. 1958 Ferrari pedal car. Awesome. And then here's the, I don't know if we can get into this room, but check out this. They got luggage and all matching, don't they? That's a Modena, I think.
Funky cold with Dino.
Man, pretty cool the way they got it set up. I like the big gas pump here. Thing's huge. Big visible double. Kind of goes with the colors in there. Obviously yellow and red is probably dominant. We'll go ahead and knock down this side real quick. Look at this. Unbelievable. We're about to go in here and check this collection out. I just wanted to show you, this is the windows on the outside here to look through. I guess you can't get over to these cars right here. Woo, nice. And got matching luggage back there, which is cool. All right, we're gonna go in here and check out the Ferrari collection. Start over here. These are the three we just looked through the window at. The Bachman Ferrari collection. Right there. This is gonna be next Saturday auction. Pretty cool. Well, we'll get to as much as we can. I'm going to scan around the room real quick just so you can get an idea for my thumbnail. Yeah, that's an F40 right there. Alright, now let's go backwards. I'm not going to be good at the Ferrari years or anything, so you may have to stop and pause at different times if you want to see the years and stuff. Here's a Dino. Look at that over there. That's pretty wild. If y'all know Ferraris, y'all probably can name these better than I can. I'll put the names of them down in the bottom. If I know any of them, I'll let you know. This one right here has always been, to me, is always going to be like a Magnum PI, these type cars. This one right here reminds me of Magnum PI so much. And then, of course, you know what this is. That's really cool. The FX6. I think this is a Modena. I'm not 100% sure. I could be going the wrong way on these things. I don't know. What is this thing called? A 575M? I don't know. I mean, I like this. This is a 95. This is a F512. We saw a red one of those outside. There's a yellow version. There is my car. That's a Testarossa. That's the only Ferrari. As soon as I see it, it jumps out because I had a poster of this, had the cars when I was going, all the whole nine. This is a Testarossa. And I like the 87 through 89s on those. And I think that's an 89 or so. But man, nice. That's a wild blue and yellow. Bumping it up, getting it ready, huh? Look at this one.
Just do it. Just don't worry about the mileage. Dad would take issue with that. He would say, no, you can enjoy your Ferrari the way you want, but I'm going to enjoy my Ferrari.
Look at that. What's up with them wheels?
As a trainer thing.
Them bitty tiny wheels there and stuff. I don't know what that is. This is a 73 Daytona. I don't know if it was a resto project or if that's the way it come, but that's pretty awesome. Them little bitty tiny tires. Can y'all see that? Sorry. Must be a restoration project, but I've never seen anything like those wheels before. Very cool. Magnum, yeah. This one's kind of out of place, right? Alfa Romeo? I don't know. Maybe it's the right color. It's not a Ferrari though. This must be all part of the Bachman stuff. There's wheels for sale. You know those are going to get expensive, all these Ferrari wheels. I like those right there. They're extreme 90s. But that's, you know, what we saw with those wires. They were probably the highs. Look at that. Really cool memorabilia. Little Ferrari action here. These must be some of the stuff that must be going to go for sale as part of the collection, or it might be something completely different. I don't know, but these must be his toolboxes he used to work on the cars. That's pretty cool. I like that. Dino wheels, but this is one I would want if I was going to buy some. I like the wires, but a Testarossa wheel would be cool to have, just to hang on the wall. I mean, that's just, the rarity is pretty cool. Look at this bench over here. The real car we just saw, and here's the bench that matches. And those are really cool. But this is probably my favorite thing I've seen so far. That's really cool. Alright, we're back over here. We're going to go finish up the Ferraris. I probably should have done them first, but I just saw that. I would make a little detour back here so we cover it. Very cool. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start with these up here before I go to these on this side here.
I believe it's because it's a bright color.
74 Dino.
Color. That was like Dad's personality. He was
very cool.
Vivid.
I've not seen Dino. I guess this is the first time I remember seeing a Ferrari Dino that I've seen in real life that I can remember was today. So that I can remember anyway. I mean,
it was really unique, and then obviously it took kind of
just
its own
different.
flair. Because as the years went on, and they would always show up, and it was, you knew, even if you saw a new yellow car show up in one of the nationals, you had a good idea that it was probably their vehicle.
That's a 67 Ferrari. 67 Ferrari 275. I'm not 100% sure, but it's pretty. And it's front and center. That tells me it's really pretty. Some really awesome cars here. $1 million cars left and right. 1964.
Phil's passion
1964 Ferrari.
nothing I've ever. And when I look at the cars, I notice some of the things that are on the cars.
That's a pretty Ferrari, man. Let me tell you, if they got wire wheels, you know they're big money. That's one thing I've learned today. All right, so let's. I guess we need to walk. Well, we'll walk all the way around this thing. We're gonna start with this yellow right here. I think somebody really enjoys the yellow better than they like the red itself, and that's cool. And then, of course, you got your matching luggage in the back that goes with all these. This one's actually probably one of my favorites because it's so different. The green stripe's pretty cool too, but that blue is awesome, and I like the luggage that goes with it. Little GTO.
It's not just a car. It's a car that has been carefully thought and imagined.
Ferraris are cool. Cool to see them. Anyway, man, that color on that is just wild, right? There you go. Ooh. Man. These are the iconic Ferraris I think a lot of people know. I think that's an F40. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. And we'll get all the way around this middle section, and we'll do the wall last. Man, that is so cool. I love the clear back end on those. I think that's an F50. I mean an F40, I'm sorry. But they did make an F50 too, I know, but I can't remember what's what. Said I don't know Ferrari that well, I just know they're awesome. And that's pretty cool too there. It's like an FXX there, front end. The back end of these are just so awesome. Look at that. See through the back end there. Got the clear top on there. That's so cool. Like I said, I don't know Ferraris. They're pretty to look at. And there's a whole room full of them. I don't know what Ferrari that is. That's really cool too. I've not seen one like that on yet, ever. There's no telling. This is an F40, as you can see, because you can see the luggage that matches the F40. Man, the F40 is just iconic too. Look at that thing. I'm sure there's just like so many Ferraris that are iconic, but that F40, I gotta walk all the way around. Can't not walk around this one. It's just so cool. The clear back end. The way you can see through the back end. Man, that thing is just killer.
These were there's the Euro version, there's the US guy, the US version is
F12. Look at these luggages. Really nice. And I guess this is an F12 that they match. That is so cool. I'll take the luggage, please. I don't think I could afford the luggage, much less anything else. Man, that is so cool. I like the looks of those too. My favorite of all time is the Testarossa, but I mean, this is hard to deny how cool this one looks. And we'll find out what this one actually is. It's an F40. Okay, there's two F40s here then. Oh well, what's better than one F40? Two F40s. That's awesome. That is really cool. I don't think I've seen but one real F40 in my whole life, and we got two in one room. It's awesome. There's a GTO Ferrari there, and there's a yellow GTO of a new Ferrari there. So we got old and new. And you got some killer luggage here that I'm sure that's probably worth a ton. Anyway, so we walked all the way around the middle. Now we're going to finish up the outside. As we saw the Alfa Romeo on that side, on the other side we have another Alfa Romeo, and then we'll go back down and finish up the Bachman Ferrari Collection here. And I'm not 100% sure why there's these Alfa Romeo is in here, but must be some special. Pretty cool. And here's your information on it. 2008, 23 of them in existence, and he's got two of them, one on each side. So pretty cool. It's rare, but we'll get back into the Ferrari stuff here.
Beautiful piece of engineering. If that's my favorite Ferrari of all time, one of the most famous legendary
I didn't realize they had these for a lot of them.
its status in the Ferrari stable is only continuing.
So these are going to be 300.
Special limited production car that was made in celebration of 40 years of Ferrari's production.
Is this electric Ferrari here?
This really was a race car.
Maybe electric Ferrari. I didn't know they had these for every car. LaFerrari. This is a LaFerrari. Okay. LaFerrari. Pretty expensive car, I'm sure. $308. That's, I think, what Magnum did. That's a $365. If you like Ferraris, if you don't see it in here, I'd be surprised, to tell you the truth, because it is unbelievable how many Ferraris are in this ring. In this collection. This is one person's collection, which is amazing too. Or one family's collection, one person's collection, I don't know. Whoever the Bachman is, the Bachman family, killer Ferrari collection. This is a 70th anniversary car. It says 1947 to 2017 there. So this is 2017. It's another LaFerrari, I guess. Super cool. That's another one of those really cool wild colors on the Ferrari. That's kind of because you just never see Ferraris much like that. Whew, man, somebody is super busy over here. They got to clean these things, I think, every day. They get so much dust that settles on them, and people walking in and out. And this collection they probably keep that like that all the time, probably back where they're at too. So, and this, if I was the only one that I want, this would be the Ferrari I want. No, this is a 512, never mind, 94 model, sorry. That gets me every time. That's the last year, I think that's the last year it looks more like a Testarossa with the front end, before they went to that clear lights instead of the pop-up lights. But no, this one really looks a lot like the Testarossa, but it's a Ferrari 512 TR. 94 model. I think the 95 models we saw was the ones with those 90s looking wheels with the turn, but very cool. And there's your luggage for that 512. And then, of course, the yellow ones we started off the video with. And we have covered inside here. Unbelievable. I like the visible pump here. I don't know if that's part of the collection of it. Because if I was a Ferrari guy, that would be the colors I'd want next to my yellow and red Ferraris. So, very cool. They have the Ferraris here. They have a whole Ferrari collection we're going to go look at. The Bachman Ferrari Collection. And I believe a lot of this may go with that. But maybe they just got the Ferraris over here because they're Ferraris. I don't know. But let me go back down the side again. But yeah, I don't know if this is the Bachman collection or if this is just somebody else's Ferrari. Super awesome to see. My favorite Ferrari is the Testarossa. We saw one in the other building. The 87, I think it was. So, I like them wires on that Ferrari. Yeah. Wild peanut butter like interior on the black. That was cool. I drive that. That's a cool little Ferrari there. I like the convertible, and then right next to it you got a matching hardtop. And I will have to say I'm not a huge convertible fan, but I like the convertible, I think, better than the hardtop on that one. But it is pretty. I will have to say they are nice looking. The tips on the back's pretty wild. I know it would not be good, but I would take this exact car if you could find one and was able to build it, because this is like, here's your guesstimation and a little paperwork on that, $2.5 million. That's awesome. Be cool to, if you could find a reproduction of that and then, you know, make it into a more of a race car. When I say race car, I meant more of a car that just you could just drive and have fun with instead of being original. Obviously, we can't afford the original. It's pretty awesome the way they take care of the cars out here. They have to wipe them around so often. So much dirt and stuff in the air here. This one's so I guess the convertible's a lot more money than the hardtop, obviously, but it looks better on this car, I think. Man, that's cool though. Hardly ever see stuff like that. Let me look at the interior again. Let's say they got it. Yeah, wipe them down. Look at that radio, the way it's mounted. It's pretty cool. And here comes the Ferrari. This is wild right here. This is 90s style, and look at them wheels. Love the Ferrari. It's got the side that kind of reminds me of the Testarossa. This one is not a Testarossa. We saw a Testarossa in the other building, and we talked about it. Now this is a 90s model Ferrari here. This is a, 95. There you go. 75 of them. Made F512. Very awesome. I love it. It reminds me of the Testarossa. I'm a Testarossa fan first, but this is probably a whole lot rarer than the Testarossa is, obviously. But I would love to have a Testarossa just to drive it one time. I don't want to maintain them. Man, that's a pretty car. Rare car too, I'm sure. I mean, the value of this stuff, I don't really know. It's just crazy. This one's right at $1 million. And that's going to do it for the Bachman Collection here at Mecum Auction 2026 in Kissimmee, Florida. Had a blast checking out all the Ferraris. I don't know a whole lot about some of the Ferraris. What was y'all's favorite Ferrari? Put it in the comments, or if y'all know the name of some of these Ferraris, I don't know a whole lot about them. I'm a Testarossa guy if I was going to get a Ferrari. But anyway, beside the point, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I'm going to have some more videos come out at the Mecum Auction at 2026 in Kissimmee. So if you want to check those out, go ahead and subscribe. But anyway, if you like what you're seeing, please like, share, follow, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. I'd appreciate it. If there's anything else you want to see more of or talk about, put it in the comments. If you know more about these Ferraris you want to talk, put them in the comments so I know some more about it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I appreciate you coming back and seeing me, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Band outside. Check out the 62 Ferrari 350 GTO. Never restored. Original race car.
The 250 GTO did in and of itself reach any incredible status when it was racing, other than being an incredibly dominant car in 1962, in 1963, and in that era, it was doing really well. Every single one started life as a race car, but most of them quickly became street cars after they were a couple of years old. It was the last real fun Ferrari that could be driven at the racetrack and then taken home and driven on the street.
What the end of or mini track series. We drove it on the streets outside of London and England for virtually almost every day for many years. And we drive it just down to the local butcher shop and get something. Boy, I just enjoy driving it constantly. And the nice thing about the car is it's extremely well balanced. So on the racetrack, you can work very hard to get yourself in trouble. It's just very, very neutral.
John told me that he would like to keep the car as original as possible.
I always feel that I'm observing something, taking care of it. I always felt that these things need to be preserved. I mean, timeless objects.
He looks for quality in the best. I mean, to do it right. And he allowed me to do those things to, when we needed a part that was crazy expensive, we talked about it, and he'd say, you need it, that's good, and go do it, and that's so hard to find.
Unbelievable.
If you're using the car, driving the car, it's very easy
Yeah.
to upgrade all
That's
sorts
the
of things that are so
Bianco Special.
easy to design.
Bianco Special. Oh yeah, I guess I should have hit this like we did earlier. Here we go, 62 Ferrari.
Easy just to replace it with electric fuel.
Then you got your specs.
Ultimately, so it's fixed the mechanical fuel.
See if y'all can get those specs. Here's your highlights. Photos. Of course, y'all saw it spin. Awesome.
So we don't lose the original.
Here's your story on it.
Making the screws.
Y'all have to pause that as y'all need to catch the whole story.
Making sure that it looks like what Ferrari did.
There's a lot to it. And then the equipment. Very cool. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Appreciate you coming back and seeing me, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Thank you. We are arriving. We're going to find out where we need to park. All right, we turning in here to go park. We are parked. We are about to head in. Pretty cool. I'm excited. First time at Mecum. Don't really know what to expect. Kind of don't know where to go. I'm kind of following the crowd. You can see we are at the right place. All right, I guess we're going in. Here's your prices. 3 days, $75. I'm gonna get 1 day today. If I don't get them now, I probably won't get them at all. Here's the bidder registration. Pretty awesome the way they got everything set up. So far it's been a breeze. Parked, walked right in, no problem. We're heading on in now. Finally got my ticket. Got my ticket here. Got the re-entry stamp of approval. All right, and we ready for the fun to begin. We about to walk in. And then this is the fun seat back here. So you don't have to do nothing but just hang out and hang on. This right here looks like the fun. I would drive it. I'd pull my skier on the back. It's already got a ski hole. That is exception. And then they just go on and on and on. Very cool. I think we're going into this building next though. Whoa, bless you. I don't know if I'm going to keep all this as one video or if we'll cut it into 2 or 3 different videos for the collection videos. But check out the Apex collection here behind me. So let's go check it out. Hey, we're still here at the Mecum Auction. We're about to go check out the Bachman Ferrari Collection here at the Mecum. And that's going to do it for the Commerce Avenue collection. We're going to start over here at the Heritage Collection now. The rest of this is another collection. And I know that's another collection. So the Drag Snake, man, that is unbelievable. Just sitting out here with all these other unbelievable cars here. 62 Ferrari 350 GTO, never restored. Original race car. Love the wheels. When I see those wire wheels, I guess that just means money. This is called the room, so you know this is going to be the best of the best. This is a perfect opportunity to do a thumbnail. And there you go. Check that out. I'm just trying to cover as much as I can. I've walked through, I think, 6 buildings. There's a lot more. And then I just stumbled upon this. Didn't even know this was here. And I love signs. You don't need to do anything to that, but just look at it. You don't even have to write it. If you wonder why I'm wandering, it's because I'm wandering while I'm wandering. And there's more and more and more 4,500 cars here at the auction off this weekend. And as you can see, the tents keep going back. This is unbelievable. I said I was on the way out just having to look over and seeing that Porsche in the window. I had to come over and look. This one's saying $5.5 to $6 million. I believe it. I'm gonna touch the mirror right there. That's so cool. One of two, driven by Carroll Shelby. This is the real deal Holyfield. This is the staging areas. As you see, everybody's staged, ready to go. Very cool. Get them staged up, lined up. These are getting ready to go to the auction. As you can see, love the Continental kit on that. Look at that bad boy. Whew. That's a lot of car right there. 22 foot long. Now we're going to walk into the actual bidding area.
Sold 21 pounds, sold 21 pounds and $10. Now bringing 110 and 1989 Chevrolet Corvette Conway convertible. $2 $35,000 and Conway Twin Turbo 5.7 V8 to 6-speed. Get 50 pounds into the head, you want to bid 50, 40 pounds into the head, you want to bid 40, 30 pounds into the head, you want to bid 30, 10 pounds and 15 pounds and 20 pounds into the head, 25 pounds into the head, 31 pounds and under, so 31 pounds and dirty on the telephone.
And this is the way out. I ended up buying a couple of signs, a license plate. I already got a sign, a license plate. And they gave me a poster for free. There's your pretty cool little cart there, generally. Had a blast, had a good day. Kindig and Pit Dog will be here. We just saw them at SEMA. Alright, this is the Excite. Still got my mark on my arm to get out. I don't even see my mark anymore. I don't know if it shows up under glow or something. I've been sweating. It's been hot. It's almost 80 degrees here. And I'm trying to remember where I parked at. I don't remember if I parked here or if I parked down here. I don't know where I parked. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, I think I'm this way. I hope so. If I had not, I'll watch my video back. But anyway, hope everybody has a great day. Come back and see me on the next one. Halale. Halale, halale, halale.
Don't worry, folks. After all, it's only a cartoon.